Hello, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, let's get into it. Let's see what leading into 2025 looks like for you. Let's see what it looks like for you. Let's see what it looks like for you, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. Talking to you wherever Sagittarius is in your birth chart. Let's go. Let's see what's in your cards. Sagittarius. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you, Sagittarius. Let's go. Happy holidays to each and every one of you all. Let's go. Sending good positive energy your way. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards, Sagittarius. Let's see what's in your cards. All right. Let's see what's in your cards. Okay. Hermit. Somebody may be in hermit mode right now. Just learning how to be in receiving mode. Just processing some information that you received. Some emotions. Right? Got some ideas about some things. Kind of back in the saddle again, trying to process some emotions about some things. Right? Here we have, you received some things, some information, maybe some something valuable. Receive some valuable information about some things. So let's start with a 6-card spread. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to count. Here we have the King of Swords here. So, yeah, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So Hermit. Hermit. All right. So, at the time of filming, we are still in the year of 8. 8 is, all numbers are very powerful, but 8 is is a cycle that we are coming out of. It's a year, but it's also a cycle that we're coming out of. And we're about to enter into a very creative number, which is the number 9. 9 is a very powerful number. 2025 is the year of 9. And we learned a lot this year, the number 8. We learned a lot this year about what to purge within ourselves. As we can see on social media, we saw a lot of people that were obsessed about people's past and those kind of things, but it was really learning how to purge within ourselves. Like, what do we need to release generationally? What do we need to release? So Source is saying a lot of people are in hermit mode, learning about a lot of different things through prayer and meditation. Generationally, a lot of people are learning a lot of things about themselves through prayer and meditation. Trying to get back in the saddle again, learning how to close out cycles, learning about having a lot of ideas about a lot of things, learning about faith, belief systems. And you're seeing it in social media. People are learning new things about a lot of people, just learning a lot of just about family, friends, just learning a lot of new things, right? But somebody could be in hermit mode. Other people could be in hermit mode, just trying to make things make sense, right? Getting some information. So it looks like you're on the King of Swords, gaining a lot of wisdom, having clarity of thought about a lot of things here in your cards. Let's look at these cards here. Just kind of saving yourself, Somebody could also have love coming across their path. Or you could have love coming across your path, or some people could assume that you have love in your life because you could be in hermit mode. People could assume that you have love, or they could assume that you are. Let me see this. Let me slow down for a second. People could assume, this is an assumption, that when you are in hermit mode, or when people are in hermit mode, that they may be holed up. That's a term. They could have love in their lives, right? You know how sometimes people think, okay, when a person stays at home, they must be at home with somebody. That could be an assumption, right? People could assume, oh, they're in a house all the time, so they must have a love in their lives when they're at home. They're familiar. They're considered as familiar spirits. I know that person, and I know if they're at home as much as they are, I don't talk to them that much. They must be at home with someone. They must have somebody in the house with them, right? I know them well enough to know, right? If they have money, this is Six of Pentacles, this is money. If they have money, they must live with somebody, or somebody must live with them. They must have money, something. Or there's a lot of assumptions people are familiar with. People have ideas about certain things, right? If people are in hermit mode, somebody must be giving them money. People have a lot of ideas about things, or how people are, night energy would be like saving someone. Like that's how people are making money, saving money, whatever kind of something around money, right? Or how you're saving money. Somebody could be assuming that, right? The source is saying to you, if it is you or somebody that you know or love, you could just ask. You could just ask, right? You could ask. You could talk to someone and just ask, right? You could just ask. Right. Here's Eight of Cups here, right? And this is right here is Eight of Cups, right? This is about getting some rest, raising your frequency, and throwing caution, sort of like head and heart not being at war with each other, and saying, you know what, instead of me just kind of sort of like even processing that, like that don't even make any sense, that I don't believe that. If a person is assuming something about somebody you love, and love, picking up a phone and calling them, let me just ask myself. Let me just ask myself. I just want to know. Because I feel like here we have the 7. Here we have this, okay, Knight minus 8 is 7, and then we have 7 here, right? Hermit. I feel like this is what you have in common with somebody. This right here, 7 and 7, right? And then we have 7 here, 7 here. 6 and Ace would be 7, right? Because this is a new beginning. I feel like you and somebody have the same spirit. I feel like you and somebody are sort of spirit animals. You and somebody are spirit animals. You and somebody have the same exact spirit. When you and somebody are in hermit mode, people assume the same thing. People assume that when you and somebody are in hermit mode, that people assume that there is someone who is giving you all money. That's what I see. Right? People have the same idea. Right? Somebody's giving you all the same idea, giving you money. Right. So that's with 7 and 7. So in numerology, the number 7 is the number for completion. Right. So here's the 9 of Wands here. 9 of Wands is, and there's a light and dark side to number 9. So we're entering into the year of number 9, right? 9 is a very creative number. So that's where people kind of maybe create room for something, like create room. But 9 is a very powerful number. And like I said, 9 is a number of transformation. So something needs to end in order to begin again. So 9 can regenerate itself over and over again, and it exhibits great determination. 9 symbolizes evolution and the enhancement of psychic abilities and clairvoyance, right? And so 9 is a person who is warm, outgoing, loving with a dramatic flair. It exudes a magnetic personality. It allows him or her to get along with pretty much anyone. 9s are compassionate, romantic, filled with unconditional love, kind, empathetic, very patient, tolerant, wise. 9s are inspirational, compassionate, humanitarians, have great idealism, strong willpower. 9s have an imagination and knows no bounds. Absolutely love to give. 9s are very sweet natured, have sweet natured souls. Doesn't like to see anyone in pain, right? Doesn't like to see anyone suffering either. Number 9s. That's the light side of the number 9. So the number 9s also lead by example. So when I say that number 9 exhibits a great determination, if there are energies that are kind of sort of determined, to assume that when people are in hermit mode, that whatever they're determined, because they are familiar spirits can be pretty dangerous in assuming things. And you have a sort of a kindred spirit with someone. This is you here. And that somebody is back in the saddle again. They're kind of, they have love interest in their lives. The same could be said about you learning how to save yourself. We're in an information age. There's a lot of people who know how to make money online, meaning that there's a lot of people who work from home, government jobs, people work from home. Here we have the 8 of Wands here. Yep. So I feel like somebody may be taking a flight somewhere. So some people may be taking a flight to kind of find out for themselves, to find out like what is really going on, to kind of sort of just maybe like put it into something, which would maybe be a good idea if somebody wants to see some things for themselves. You know, put it into some things if somebody wants to see for themselves. Here was the Ace of Wands here. So it could be 2 energies that could be kind of flying to someone, you know, to kind of sort of find, I mean, I don't know if you're flying to someone, I don't know. There could be, somebody could be flying to you, you could be flying to somebody else, but 8 is the end of a karmic cycle. Like basically a karmic cycle in this regard would be like putting it like kind of an end to rumors. So if somebody is flying to you, you know, to just be clear about some things. That would be like, let's say, loved ones coming to you to make sure you're okay. Right? So that would be like loved ones just checking to see, and we're talking about loved ones. We're not talking about people who are, you know, they don't have any ill intent. You know, they're not being malicious. They're just genuinely seeing. This would be people who will call you in advance. We're just checking on you, making sure you're okay. You need anything. Not people who just pop up at your house, you know, being nosy. Oh, we heard this, you know, people who are, you know, have been sitting around gossiping and being mean-spirited, demonizing something, looking for power of attorney, you know, wanting to have you hospitalized and all this stuff. you know, that kind of mean-spirited kind of thing because you don't believe the same thing they believe, looking for payday, that kind of mess, looking for money. This would be the Six of Pentacles here, right? Looking for financial independence, that kind of thing. So on a positive note, like I said, 9 is a very creative number, but it's also a very determined number. And we're looking at the 9 of Pentacles here. 9 of Pentacles also lets me know that you got to be real careful about talking about wills, trust, what you're leaving to people as well, because that could have also been part of a conversation as well too, which also gives people ideas. 2 energies have ideas about wills and trust. There's 2 energies that have ideas about wills and trust. So whoever these energies are, some people have some ideas about a will and trust, and somebody's flying to somebody about that. This right here is a homecoming. 2 energies are flying to either you or somebody to talk about a will and a trust. What people are leaving to somebody. That would be motive. That's this. 7 of Swords here. Yeah, so somebody's been talking about that behind someone's back. Will and a trust. So 6 of Pentacles here. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles again. So this 9 of Pentacles, actually, this 9 of Pentacles lets me know, okay, this is interesting. Okay, so this 9 of Pentacles lets me know that's what you and somebody have in common. This is what you and somebody has in common. That's interesting. Yeah. So let's add some structure to this because, again, we have a full moon in... we have a full moon, we have a full wolf moon on January 21st in 2025, right? And so it'd be a good idea in advance to look up the nature of the spirit animal of a lone wolf. It's very positive, actually. So 9 is going to be a very positive year for a lot of people. But there's a lot of fire here in the cards, right? So looking at this reading here, that's what you have in common with somebody who is in hermit mode. So whenever you're in hermit mode, there's a lot of assumptions, right? So there are 2 energies here. I'm looking at duplicates here. Because I'm seeing financial independence here. This is a 9 of Pentacles here. This financial independence. And this conversation is going on behind people's backs. But conversation behind people's backs are not always negative. It could be positive conversations going on. So the difference between you and somebody, so you and somebody have a lot in common, Sagittarius. But the difference between you and somebody is that somebody else ended their will and trust. They cut theirs off because they found out what was going on behind their back. They cut theirs off. They ended theirs. They just completely ended it because they found out something was going on behind their back. That's the difference. That's the difference. That's what this is. They completely canceled theirs. They completely canceled it. Let me see. It was bringing just way too much. It was bringing way too much energy, way too much negative energy. Yeah, that's the difference. So yeah, so this was when we were talking about this, all this fire right here, the familiar spirits. So that's what you and somebody have in common. That's what you and someone have in common. And then we have this Ace of Wands here, just the ideas. So it's like the idea of just even having that. And so the 5, this Ace and 4 would be 5 of Wands would be kind of like a bait and switch. Like a bait and switch into something. Yeah, so. Like bait and switch into a conversation about maybe talking about a will or trust or, you know, something like that. Somebody canceled theirs altogether. They were just like, they just canceled it. So anybody who is familiar with, you know, anybody who said they were familiar with a will or trust or something like that, they just secretly canceled it. So here we have the Four of Wands here. So yeah. Yeah. So here we have the Three of Pentacles here. So, yep. So looking at your cards here. Three of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. It looks like you and somebody, because it looks, when I look at your cards here, you and somebody are in parallel universes. You all may not be in the same geographical location. It could be you and a child, I mean an adult child I'm looking at, you and a family member, you and somebody, but you and somebody are in parallel universes. Yeah, you and somebody are in parallel universes. The positive thing about this is that you're you can learn a lot about that spirit animal wolf, the lone wolf, if you read up on the spirit animal lone wolf. That's coming up, the full moon on January 21st. You can, if you read about it now and you really learn about it and just how powerful that energy is. Just how powerful the energy is. Yeah, just through the power of prayer and meditation. Because that's the energy that I'm picking up here. It's like, okay, let me see how I can explain this when I look at your reading. Somebody is so emotionally connected to someone that you love. That you just kind of, that you pick up on, they pick up on, like when you're in hermit mode, it's like they pick up on your energy. They somehow they pick up on your energy. So if you're in deep thought about them, they pick up on, you know, your energy. So you may have a feeling about something that you almost want to, feel almost embarrassed to even ask somebody. Like, no, I don't want to ask them that. Like, there's no way. Let's see. Here we have the Six of, yeah, like this, like 666 here. Mm-hmm. Like, so I'm looking at your cards. It's like, okay, somebody's almost like just like something comes across your mind like 3 times. Like, oh, I don't want to ask somebody that. No, I don't want to ask somebody that. Yeah. So the beautiful thing about the cycle that we're in right now is our words create our reality, right? So the moon that we're in is in the moon in Scorpio. So those are thoughts that you can actually purge. That's what you can like write it down and say, no, I'm purging those thoughts. I don't want to have those thoughts because that's not. You can also most connect your thoughts to that. It's like, oh, you know what? People thought the same thing about me, right? I can call somebody and I can ask them those questions, right? So here are the questions for. the moon in Capricorn. Every moon phase has questions, and it's always good to know. Have an overarching theme for every zodiac sign. So you may hear some of these same questions for the other zodiac signs. I mean, for the other readings. When the moon moves into Capricorn, new moon in Capricorn, think less is more. They are a very structured zodiac sign, very structured. It's not about whether you had a good experience or a bad experience with a Capricorn. They are just wired that way. They're ruled by Saturn, which is a very traditional planet. It's an outer planet. It's a generational planet, very traditional planet. Think quality before quantity. You want to focus on your purpose. A Capricorn new moon will help you to grow your capacity for efficiency, hard work, productivity, taking care of your everyday practicalities. If you had to think about, let's say, maybe working with a Capricorn in your workplace, if you've ever worked with one, they may be a very hard-working employee. They may have had to ask you specifically, what exactly do you want them to do? They may have like looked for, maybe steps specifically, like what, like a set of instructions, maybe like, okay, so what exactly do you want me to do? And then they give them a task. They may like things like spreadsheets or like, okay, rules and structure and things like that. They may like, they like rules, like earth signs, those kind of things. Very hardworking signs, very structured. Just earth signs in general. Very smart zodiac signs. Let's see. So let's see what else we have here. And I'll give you the questions for that too. So think planner, like when you think of like and then you can look at your own zodiac sign. Look in your own birth chart to see where Capricorn is in your birth chart too. And look up how that benefits you in your own birth chart. Yeah. So whoever this energy is, they could be a Capricorn, depending on their birthday. They could also be on the cusp of a Capricorn, whoever it is. They could kind of be a hermit. Like they could be, and they could be kind of a loner. So lone wolf, if you look it up, lone wolf, zodiac signs or connects with zodiac signs would be earth signs. That would be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or Aquarius. You can look it up on YouTube. Look it up on Google. Kind of the lone wolf signs, which is very positive actually, but you can look it up. Spirit animals. Let's see. So something about family, something about legacy, something about family legacy. Maybe something that was like passed down through legacy, like part of somebody's legacy could be just like somebody works better when they're in hermit mode. What did I recently see on something about government workers having to go back into the office? What did I see? What was it? Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, something about government workers having to go back into the office. Well, there was a point where government workers were actually allowed to work from home, and so some people work better when they're able to work from home. They're actually able to get more work done because they like actually being in hermit mode. Some people actually like they get more work done. Some people, you let them work from home, they take in 6 hour lunch breaks. Some people actually work better from home, right? They like to be quiet. They don't want to be bothered. They actually get more work done. They almost, not even workaholics, they're just passionate about that structure, working from home. And people assume a lot because that's the frequency that they're on. So, yeah, as part of their legacy, they actually work better from home. So, let me see. So, familiar spirits would not know that about them. They just familiar with the frequency that they're on. So, let's see. Let's see what else we got. Let's see. Here we have the 5 of Wands here. I saw that somewhere else. 5 of Wands. Yeah. So 5 of Wands energy is kind of like people are talking around something, but people are not talking to people. So people are kind of talking around something, but people are not talking to each other. So this is again where energies are like 2 sets of energies are talking about traveling somewhere, but nobody's really talking to, people have an idea of like traveling somewhere, but people are not talking to each other. Yeah, I don't know what this is, but yeah. So anyway, So here we have aviator. This is the Ace of Spades, which is motive. What would be the motive? What would be the motive? What would be the motive? Yeah, what would be the motive? What would be the motive? Like what would be the motive that somebody moved away or talked, like what would be the motive that somebody walked away from 2 energies? Because 7 of Swords would be somebody walked away from 2 situations, like 2 people or something like that. Like what would be the motive that and people walked away from 2 energies? Why would who are the 2 energies? We're talking about kids. If it's I don't know, if it's kids, that's one thing. But if it's adults, why wouldn't they? Why? I don't know. Something seems really interesting about this whole reading. Yeah, something seems very interesting about this whole reading. Yeah, here we have the aviator. Something seems very interesting about this reading. Yeah, so looking at your cards here, keeping it like really, really positive. Here are the questions for the moon in Capricorn. First question is, what are your top 3 priorities this week, this month, and this year? The second question is, what are your biggest fears? The third question is, do you have specific daily rituals and routines that nourish you? The fourth question is, do you reward yourself when you accomplish something? And then last but not least is, how much of your day or week do you block out for self-care and personal development? Yeah. So it looks like you or somebody, because when I say parallel universes, it's like somebody has the same spirit that you do. That's what this looks like. Somebody has the same spirit that you do. They kind of go into hermit mode, or at least similar spirit that you do. Something about their energy when they feel like they have been disrespected. That's what this is. When they feel like they have been disrespected, they just move on. They move on quietly. They don't get into it with people. They just move on quietly. Whoever this is, they just move on. They just move on. All right. So yeah, let's get a few more cards and we're going to go ahead and close this out and shut this down. Close it out and shut it down. Yeah, so this is a new start. This is a new start for you. New start for you. But yeah, it looks like, here we have 6 here. You have some ideas about some things. Somebody's either thinking about taking a flight. You may be thinking about taking a flight somewhere to maybe go visit somebody. Could be you and somebody thinking about taking a flight, maybe. So you and somebody could be thinking about taking a flight, maybe have some ideas about taking a flight. And if that's the case, especially if it's somebody that you feel like, if you feel like it's somebody that you love, because I'm seeing these hearts here. If you feel like it's somebody that you love is in a poisonous environment, or you feel like they're in survival mode, or you feel like they're in a dangerous situation, I'm sure that they would be thrilled to see you. And I'm sure, because I'm looking at the 9 of Hearts here, I'm sure there would be a wish fulfilled for them. I'm sure that they would just welcome you with open arms. I think matter of fact, I'm sure it would be 100% positive. I'm certain of it. I don't even think, I'm certain that it would be positive. Matter of fact, looking at here, 4 and 5 would be 9. Okay, so we're trying to wrap this up. Anyway, here we have the 2 of Cups here. So it looks like and 6 of Cups here. Yeah, somebody is definitely not depressed. Looking here at the cards, somebody is definitely not depressed. That is not the case at all. Definitely not depressed over a death. Somebody's not getting the full story. But here we go. Yeah. Alrighty. Here's a Justice card. So. Yep. Alright. Here's a 9 of Coins here. Definitely something around money. Something around money and power of attorney, trying to take over someone's financial situation. That's what this is. Alrighty. Yep. Somebody just wants money. There it is. But anyway. So for you, the situation, like I said, looking at the cards here, look forward to 2025 being a very positive year for you. Look forward to 2025 being a very positive year for you. And new beginning. This is the Ace of Swords for you. This is motive here. Ace of Swords. Big motive for you. Ace of Swords. All right. I think this is it. Ace of Swords. Big motive for you. This card came out here. This is Queen of Pentacles here. Queen of Pentacles is going down kind of a rabbit hole. Going down a rabbit hole. Going down a rabbit hole of sorts. Going down a rabbit hole. So yeah, continue going through the rest of this year, getting ready for this new moon in Capricorn. The questions that I just gave you is going to really, really help you to close out this cycle, entering into a new cycle, new phase within a new cycle. Your health checkup. Somebody's going to be doing a health checkup. 26, 2 and 6 is 8, so you can continue purging. Continue purging. Continue purging. Continue purging. Gratitude. Fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. Yeah. So there are a lot of energies that are grateful for you. There are a lot of energies that are grateful for you. They're really grateful for you. They're grateful for your energy. They're just grateful for your presence in their space. They're really, really grateful for your energy. So let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we have here. Yep, they are really grateful for your energy. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see. Oh, we have another serenity. This is good. Serenity. So divine light. So 15. So in divine light, you overflow with love. You carry the sacred arrows that teach you about the clouds so full of water that the rain comes like droplets of wisdom into your sea of consciousness. And you begin to learn. The sacred flute carries your prayers of love and all the symbols of treasured peoples, and dreams reflect upon you with light of the great sun. You are sacred. You are a sacred lover, full of fragrance, and the wind comes to spread your perfume across the land. You stand before the Great Spirit in state of grace. Name your darkness, that sad quality that you have held, and as you call it by name, feel it begin to disappear. You hold on to your faith. The same way that you grip your arrows of destiny, you are meant to live in darkness, but in the light of your own integrity. Move with the flow of life and let go of any sadness from the earlier years. Be serene and at ease as the light begins to define you. 15. 1 and 5 is 6. So yeah, so somebody may be in hermit mode right now, just at peace. This is the Justice card. So Justice card is like you may be at peace, both in your personal and your professional life. That would be both sides of yourself. This is the personal and your professional life. You may be at peace with something. Right? You may be already on the revert side. You may be at peace with something. So here we have affirmations for abundance. I am blessed with an abundance of abundance. I always have what I need. I am an irresistible magnet for prosperity. So prosperity, I claim all forms of ethical wealth as mine by divine right. By divine right. So that's not, I'm not surprised that these cards came out. But yeah, like I said in the beginning of the reading, somebody, looking at your cards here. Looking at your cards here. So work through your fears. Work through your fears. Work through your fears. Somebody is really really trying to do something here. Scorpio. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see what else here. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see. I think This is it here. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see. I think that is it. Let's see what else we got going on here. Hold on. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on here. Relationships. I am surrounded by healthy, happy, peaceful people. I attract healthy relationships. I speak my truth. I listen to understand another's truth. I am grateful for genuine love in my life. I am supported by those who reveal my best qualities. I give love and receive love. I release attachment to all against my highest good. So, affirmations for relationships. I think that is it. I think that is it for my... I think that is it. I think that is it. I think that is it for... let me see, do we have a number here? Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. Let's get a number here. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what your number is. Let's see what your number is. 28. I am a leader. So in an effort to accomplish great things, you recognize the value of working with others. You make a capable and compassionate leader who can bring people together and drive a team toward achievement. The 28. All right. All right. All right. All right. That is what I have for you. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. Thank you so much. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.